Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome on a nice spring day to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. My name is Grant Child of our office to facilitate proceedings here. I'll be offering you the first 8 properties today, and then we'll pause. As 2 o'clock rolls around, I'll hand over to my good friend, colleague, and fellow auctioneer. There he is. He's up there at the top of the screen there next to me, Jordan Sibright, and he will offer you the next 8 properties for the afternoon. We work as a great team here at EVES, folks. I've got Robin, she looks after all the technology in the auction room as well, and of course our auctions go over the live stream out over the World Wide Web. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, folks. Welcome into the auction room here at EVES in Taranga. Those folks that you see across the bottom of the screen, Craig, Mark, Trevor and Jill, they are what we call our negotiation team. We don't like holding people up. Right. If we don't reach agreement in the bidding today, folks, we'll simply put a pause on the auction. One of the team will step in. We'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. You can take your time. We know that buying and selling real estate are important decisions, and we don't like to put people under pressure. So the negotiation team, they will take over the negotiations at that point in time. And in the meantime, we'll press on and keep offering the next property so we're not holding people up. It keeps things flowing nicely. We know you're all busy, as are our salespeople out there. If negotiations are completed, folks, it comes back to us here in the auction room. If there's any further bidding, then the property is sold to the highest bidder. But if we haven't reached agreement and there's no further bidding, then the auction will be closed. Just be aware, folks, just be aware that if the auction is closed here in the auction room, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. And I can tell you now that there are a lot of those buyers out there in the marketplace. Those that are registered with conditional interest on the properties, we'll disclose that to you this afternoon, so there's no hidden agenda here. And I can tell you, out of the properties that we auctioned last week, we've already got 5 of them under contract straight after the auction. So give it your best shot here. If you're in that position of cash, put it on the floor and let the vendors make their decision. Documentation, that's all been widely circulated by our marketing consultants. They've been your ambassadors through the proceedings here up until this point in time. We just coattailed their great work, and they've circulated all the documentation. The book that you see on the screen there, that's the Property Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide, been circulated from the Real Estate Authority since 2008. If you haven't got one, there are copies provided in the stand just outside of the auction room. Now, as you walked in through that back door, that stand out there, folks, also had a whole bunch of contracts in it. Now, those contracts are the finalised copies of the draft form that has been circulated to you. That's what you see there on the screen there. By way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you read, understood, accept those contracts that we work to. I will make some alterations to our first property today, but I'll come to that when we get to that property. But all the other properties, folks, you're bidding on the basis of a cash, unconditional basis deemed to have accepted the vendor's title. And what you see there in blue on the screen is a repeat of what's out in this section here. Again, by way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, and accept that as the conduct of today's auction. So I remind you of 3 simple things. First one is your task. Should you be the successful purchaser, there's 2 of them. One is to sign the contract, and the second one is to pay your deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price is all we ask for today. The third thing I just want to remind you about, and that is vendor bidding. Now, there's lots of people out there that still think that vendor bids are used by auctioneers to push the price up. That is an absolute load of nonsense. That has never been the case. Vendor bidding is only used below the seller's reserve price. As the auctioneer, I'm the only one that's authorised to submit vendor bids. I will disclose any vendor bids to you, and it is simply a technique that I will use if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, or I'm way too far away from the seller's instructions, and which is below their reserve price. It is simply a technique to work alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform where we'll pause the auction. Again, as I said, only used if there's only one person participating in the auction, and I will disclose any vendor bids to you. So that's all I want to cover, folks. It's everything else has been in that documentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions at this juncture before we move on to our first offering today. No questions? Excellent, everybody's done their homework. If indeed there's any telephone bidding registered on any of the properties, again we'll disclose that prior to inviting your bids on those particular properties that they're registered for. 125 Russley Drive, as you'll see in the order of sale that you picked up on your way in, that property was scheduled for auction. Adam Grierson and Richie Wright were marketing that property. They presented an offer to our vendors that they were absolutely ecstatic about, and that property was sold prior. So we've also got property number 8 in our 1 o'clock session. That is already under contract. The auction has been brought forward to give everybody equal opportunity of purchasing the property. I share that information with you folks just to give you an indication of what's happening in the real estate market. It's not as quiet as people think it is. It is really starting to get some momentum and some good activity. So the first property of the afternoon, folks, is 38C Wood Road. Has been marketed by Dave Frith out of our Patamar office. Now, I did say that there were some changes and a bit of difference to our first property. This property, 38C Wood Road, is a mortgagee sale, so therefore things do differ considerably, and the documentation Dave has circulated out there in the marketplace is quite extensive. Bear with me, there are a few things that I do need to go through as a mortgagee sale just to make sure that you are absolutely 100% clear on the terms and conditions that you are bidding under. So under the further terms of sale that were included in the contract that was circulated, clause 1, the property is being sold by the mortgagee relying upon the power of sale in mortgage 1242939.5.4. Clause 2, the vendor warrants that the power of sale has arisen and that it is entitled to sell the property and pass clear title. Clause 3, the purchaser accepts the title and acknowledges that there is no right to requisition the same or raise any objection thereto. Clause 4 relates to the deposit. Clause 5, the purchaser will be required to settle the purchase notwithstanding that the registered proprietors or their invitees may remain in occupation of the property. Clause 6, the sale does not constitute a sale of the chapels located on the property. That means there are no chapels included in the sale. Clause 7, the vendor gives no warranties to the purchaser save that on settlement it will pass title to the property in accordance with the provision of Clause 5 in the general terms of sale. Clause 8, the purchaser acknowledges that you rely upon no representations of the vendor or the vendor's agent inducing the purchaser to enter into an agreement to purchase the property today. Clause 9, be very clear on this one, folks. The purchaser further acknowledges that the registered proprietors, being the mortgagors of the vendor, have the lawful right to redeem the mortgage at any time prior to settlement. If the mortgagor does this, then the vendor will advise the purchaser, and this agreement shall thereupon be cancelled, and you will be refunded your deposit in full. Clause 10, the purchaser acknowledges that the vendor and the vendor's agent have advised the purchaser to obtain independent legal advice before entering into any agreement for sale and purchase today. Just some extra things I just need to make sure that you are fully aware of, folks. The interest rate for late settlement is 14%. There is no GST included in the sale. What you bid is what you pay. The risk and insurance is at the sole risk of the purchaser from today's date. Be very clear on that. The insurance is your responsibility from today's date. You'll also be aware that Clause 9, the vendor warranties, with the exception of Clause 9.34, is deleted in its entirety. So there are no vendor warranties with the property, and if the purchasers bid on the basis they've been familiarised yourselves with the terms and conditions, in particular the amendments and deletions of clauses contained within, of which there are a number of them, you are bidding on that basis today, folks. We sell today the property at 38C Wood Road in Oropi. It's a freehold estate, 3,796 square metres of land. More or less is what comes with the property, all described in record of title 800089 in the South Auckland Registry Office. There is registered telephone bidding on this property today, folks. We have those authorisations to accept those bids by telephone by the mortgagee and, of course, the purchaser involved as well. Something that you need to also be aware of, there has been a late change to the settlement date. The documentation was circulated stating that Friday the 17th of November was the settlement date that has been amended. Your settlement date is now Wednesday the 1st of November. Be very clear, any bids today are submitted on the basis that you will settle on Wednesday the 1st of November or such other date as mutually agreed between you and the mortgagee, and you can bring that date forward if you so wish. Do I have any questions, folks, on the terms and conditions of the sale of 38C Wood Road? Excellent. Thank you for bearing with us, but they are important documents that do need to be clarified. So, surrounded by prestigious properties with magnificent views in this particular location, folks, the landscape grounds with the extensive plantings and the mixture of native and exotic plantings as well. You'll recall that when you've been and viewed the property, if you have done so, you've got an excellent opportunity here. If you've got kids that like to roam, well, they've got plenty of space with that 3,796 square metres more or less. You've got the home itself, offers you the 3 bedrooms, the ensuite, double garage, and of course you've got that extra space upstairs if required. Dave, we were talking the other day, that can be utilised as a kids' rumpus area, a bit of a play area, perhaps even a work from home situation as well, or just an extra living area. So extra options for you there, folks. There have been some renovations done to the property, but you have got an absolutely massive opportunity to add value and create something very, very special here at 38C Wood Road, and that is evidenced by those wonderful properties that surround you, and of course those spectacular views as well. The end of a private lane off a no exit road, so privacy is absolutely superb, buyers. So the time of erecting has arrived. Who says go? Where would you like to start the bidding away? Be very clear, it is a mortgagee sale. I have very clear instructions. I'm now about to take some instructions from you on where you would like to open the bidding. Today would be good. Somebody start me away. I'm not going to suggest any figures on this one. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. Who says go? $650,000 at that sort of level there. Can you just identify where that came from, please? Thank you, sir. $650,000. Travelling $50,000 rises from here. Make it $700 if you will. At first bid over here at 650. Who says 7? Let's go there quickly now. First call. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Are we in or out? Working alongside you then, sir, with the vendor bid at 7, making it 750, shall we there? At $700,000 even here, won't take anything less than a $50,000 rise. In fact, I'm being generous at that level. Well away from the property's value at this point in time at $700,000, taking the vendor bid at 700,000. Here's your opportunity here today, buyers. Make it 750 if you will. Once I call in, second time, third. Last opportunity at $700,000. If I don't get any further bids from the floor, folks, I'm simply going to close the auction. Your opportunity is here. In or out? Final call for another $50,000 rise. Dave, auction's closed. Handing it back to you. Lots more work to be done on that one. Well away from the property's value at this point in time, folks. We're moving straight on to our second property of the afternoon, folks. Number 1, Har Drive, marketed by Owen Phelps and Kristen Graf-Kate from our EVES on Cameron office here. This property here, folks, an outstanding opportunity available to you. It was built in 2020, but it's only been used as the office for the amazing development out here at Quail Ridge. Just a simply superb location indeed. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it is a freehold estate. 634 square metres of land, more or less, is what is on offer here today, and that is all described in record or title 82255 rather, in the South Auckland Registry Office. There is an additional clause in the contract that I remind you of that simply states that the Halo 10-year residential guarantee will be transferred to the purchaser on settlement, and that will be transferred at your expense. Now, Owen, you saw Owen just come and speak to me just prior to starting this auction, and that was to advise that the garage door opener and one remote has now been added to the chattels list that comes with the property. So that's got to be worth another couple of bids indeed. Talking about bids, we do have registered telephone bidding on this one as well. 1st of December 2023 is your settlement date. or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Any other changes to the channels list? Kristen, I'm going to ask you. No changes. See, I know she's the one that ticks all the boxes and makes sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. That's not saying that you don't know. So there it is, you see it all up there on the screen, folks. You will recall when you went and viewed this property, there has been absolutely no expense spared in the construction of this property. You've got top of the range quality without compromise right throughout the home, and those wonderful chapels that are included, fixtures, fittings, they are all second to none. The home itself is extremely spacious. You've got the walk-in pantry that you'll recall as well. It's light and bright, certainly brings a wonderful spark to your life every day that you reside in number 1 Har Drive. You've got unbelievable connection with the outdoors, and that northerly orientation just makes sure that you get plenty of vitamin D throughout the day when it is shining. It's lovely to see it out there again today as well. Fully fenced, so good for the kids to be able to roam in safety. You've got no neighbours as well, because you've got that reserve at the rear, so that's got to be another added bonus for number 1 Har Drive. Now, conversation, Owen, you were telling me that we do have some strong conditional interest in this property. In my preamble, folks, I did say I would disclose that. If we have got conditional interest, your opportunity is in cash here today. Where would you like to say go?
1150.
1150. $1,150,000. Welcome along there, sir, and enjoy the journey, and all the best to you. At $1,150,000, happy to take a $20,000 rise from here. At 1150, the money here. Looking there for that $20,000 rise. Is it anywhere else in the room here, folks? First call, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Working alongside you then, sir, 1170 with me. 1,170 vendor bid at this point in time, making it 1190, can we say? At $1,190,000, there it is here, at $1,190,000. Chasing down another 20 if it's there, folks. First call now, take you through to 1.210 if you will. Second call now, are we in or out? We'll take a 10 if it's going to help you. Third, last opportunity for you to join us now for the purchase of 1 Har Drive. So we're going to go to 1.2 on behalf of our seller now. It's with me, Pendle, bid at $1,200,000. Let's pop a $20,000 on top. I'll pause the auction. You can have the opportunity to talk to our seller. It's with me at $1,200,000. Much prefer the 20, sir. Just get you there a little bit closer. Yeah? Just trying to guide you, just trying to help you there, sir. Shall we go 1220? What about 1215?
1215. Yeah.
Beautiful, thank you. Appreciate you working with me, sir. $1,215,000. Vince down here with my starter bidder in the front row here. Call it 3 times and oblige in case it's anybody else. Otherwise, we'll pause and give you that opportunity to keep discussing. Once, twice, third, last opportunity, and we're out. This with you, sir, $1,215,000. Craig, can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? All right, those negotiations continue, folks. As I said in my preamble, we don't like holding people up. We'll press on now. 204 Cambridge Road, Jacqueline Unsworth, working out of our Beth Way office, has been marketing this product. Nice, bright shoes there, Jacqueline.
Yes, I won't lose me.
We never lose you. You do such a great job out there. 204 Cambridge Road, Jacqueline, you must have had an absolute ball marketing this property. You know, it's not very often as real estate salespeople we don't want a property to sell. But this is one that is really quite special, isn't it? But we're there to do a job, so we will do. And that's because it's a very cute home that's certainly well deserving of a title of a storybook life. That's what you use in marketing, isn't it, Jacqueline? Absolutely appropriate and apt for this property at 204 Cambridge Road. It's formally described legally as a cross-lease freehold. That's all covered off in your record of title, SA 37D, folio 787. 2nd of November, our settlement dates. So, plenty of time for you to settle in for Christmas. Absolutely wonderful. Any changes to the channels list? No, all that's circulated. Just a quick reminder, folks, that clause 23 relating to the garage, the purchaser acknowledges that the garage on the property was erected in 1987 by a prior owner and is situated within the exclusive use area for Flat 1. Therefore, Clause 23(1)(b), the Crossleys Flats Plan was not updated to record the garage. However, the vendor has obtained written consent for the erection of the garage from the registered owner of Flat 2, a copy which is attached to the contract for you. So just making sure that you are fully aware of that as well. And no other changes there, Jacqueline? All right, look, this property here, because I can stand here and talk for hours about this one. You know, the charms of the past, but you've got the potential there as well to transition it into today's modern living if you so desire. You know, have a look there on the screen there, stands out like anything. The character of those exposed beams, you've got the timber ceilings, certainly complement all the beautiful timber right throughout the home as well. I know some people have talked about whitewashing and painting it and all that sort of thing. It's a shame to block all of that out because it is absolutely gorgeous, that natural timber. 2019 saw a new kitchen installed in the property there, so you've got all the modern mod cons that come with it. Had new carpet to keep your feet nice and warm throughout the winter months. That was installed in 2018. You've got that double garage that I referred to for storage at home for the vehicles and the toys that you have as well. It's private, it's got the off-street parking. It really is a wonderful home here. In fact, the word adorable was spoken quite loudly and quite often in terms of the feedback that you receive from the property there, Jacqueline. So if you're looking for something adorable, then here it is right here, 204 Cambridge Road. We do have the registered telephone bidding for this one. Who says go? Is it going to be you here in the room, or is it going to be the phone bidder? Yes, sir.
620.
Pardon?
620.
$620,000. You're welcome along to our auctions at any time at 640 at the back of the room. There is it. 630. Take your 10 there. Make it 40. Will you?
Yep.
It's 640 now. 650 it is now. 2 going into at the left hand side here. At 650 against you at the back of the room there, sir. Do we say 660 for you? Beautiful. $660,000 it is down here at 660. Pardon that? 670 it is. At 670 it's against you now here, sir. At $670,000. Got another 10 there, sir. Dig deep, sure it's there. If she is your wife, have you heard the term happy wife, happy life? Put a shine on the left hand side, but she's not there yet, she's going to be. That's the best way to satisfy buy our house. Work for me. At $670,000 at the back of the room there. What about a 5, sir? Absolutely 100% sure. Call it 3 times. Once I call it $670,000 at the back of the room. Twice. Third. Last opportunity or else. Who's at the back there, Jordan? In the back left hand corner at $670,000 if you're receiving and help them, please. Right, moving through our catalogue, folks. 5A Bennett Street is the next one. Chris Royal, working out of our Cherry office just down the road from this particular property, has been presenting this property. If you are looking for luxury living in a very desirable location and you are looking for something that's got compelling and restful views from nearly every room of right across the harbour and that park right next door as well, then this property here will be extremely hard to beat. The legal aspects of it is a record of title 842270 confirms the property is a freehold estate. 400 square metres of land more or less is all you have to look after, so lots of time to enjoy all the fun things in life. 15th of December, Chris, is our settlement date, with flexibility around that. Chattels list remaining as you've had circulated, no amendments or deletions there. All circulated there. So it is simply superb indeed. Now, Chris, we had a conversation yesterday afternoon. You've got some buyers that have been expressing some very good interest in this property, but not quite in a position to be able to do anything this afternoon at the auction. Just making sure you are aware of that, folks. There is some good post-auction interest being expressed in this property, and I can understand exactly why. Have a look there on the screen there. You've got an extreme quality build here, built by Asset Homes, and it is just simply superb indeed. They have got a huge reputation in the city of building and constructing high-end homes, and this one is definitely one of them. You've got the lounge and the 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and those exist on both levels. So 2 lounges, 4 bedrooms, bathrooms, and you've got powder room upstairs as well, so people aren't using the ensuite. Certainly well thought out, which is traditional for asset homes. The main living area upstairs, it extends out to that wonderful deck there that you see on the screen, and of course that really does capture those spectacular views across the harbour and up towards the Kainais. I would suggest, Chris, you'd be able to sit back and really get some absolutely stunning sunsets from your lounge in this particular home, just the way it's orientated on the site. Correct me if I'm wrong, by all means. You've got the sparkling kitchen there, folks. That includes that generous scullery as well. You'll all recall that, and I can tell you now you're going to really be able to cook up a storm in this wonderful kitchen. It's the perfect opportunity for nomads. If you enjoy or you need something that's an easy property to lock and leave and head away, then this property definitely ticks that box, because as you'll recall, you can actually see it on the left hand side of the screen there. Plenty of room there to park a motorhome or boaties. Well, you're also satisfied with this one as well. So like I said, there's buyers expressing post-auction interest in this property, so in your hands, buyers. I'm not going to suggest a figure. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. I'm happy to work with the cash interest here today, at whatever level that might be. Somebody start me away, otherwise I'm just going to close the auction and leave Chris to carry on working with these buyers that are expressing their interest in it. I don't think it's going to take too long if we don't sell it here this afternoon, Chris, and you'll have a sold sticker on that signboard. It's a wonderful opportunity indeed. Think about the location as well, folks. Just up the top of the hill there, down the hill there, you've got the Omoe, the Cherrywood Shopping Centre, which has got everything that you need, and then a little further on down there, you're right on the water's edge. Spectacular indeed. First call now. Second, last chance to disclose your cash unconditional interest. We're going to close the auction, Chris. Those buyers are going to be pleased to hear from you, letting you know that the property is still available. And I think I'm going to hear from you fairly, and let you know that that property is under contract. We're pressing on. 204 16 Adams Avenue is the next one in our catalogue for today. And somebody that needs no introduction in this part of our wonderful city is Danielle Hayes, working out of our Mount office. Now, this property here, folks, is named the Hotspot. And it is a hotspot by nature as well, isn't it, Danny? I took that straight from your marketing, and similar sort. I thought, yeah, that's exactly what describes this particular property here. Very, very active deed. It is a strata and freehold, folks, so you are bidding on the basis we have provided you with the pre-contract disclosure statement in accordance with Section 146 of the Unit Titles Act 2010. The record of title that describes the legal aspects is 98067. Of course, housed in the South Auckland Registry Office. We do have registered telephone bidding on this one. Danny, you've got a buyer on the phone. Mark, you've got a buyer on the phone. 20 working days, Danny, is our settlement date. Any other bit of flexibility around that? Any other changes to the channel system? So all as circulated as you always do. Classically styled and adequately proportioned layout is defined by the negative detailing through the home there. You've got those full height doors and quality fittings right throughout this particular property here in Adams Avenue. You've got that beautiful 180-degree pan from, you've got the inner harbour down one side, and then just reach out from your balcony and you look straight up the road there, and you've got the wild surf of the main mountain beach as well. So you've got all the immediate access to all the stating the obvious stuff around you here at Lubbock, all but downtown the mountain. It's just certainly spectacular indeed. You can visualise yourself there out on the deck there, looking down, watching the cruise ships or watching the surfies up the other end there. And just a short walk, and you get to enjoy the wild surf if you wish, or the calm waters of Pilot Bay. Situated in that very tightly held precinct there, right at the foot of that our iconic Mount Maunganui. What more could anyone ask for when you're looking for comfort and ultimate convenience? There it is, apartment 204, 16 Adams Avenue. Who says go? Is it going to be you in the room, or is it going to be one of our phone bidders? $755,000. $755,000, a wonderful start with our phone bidder, and I'm going to take $10,000 rises from here. At 755,000, happy to take a 10 from you here in the room, or your buyer on the phone there, Mark. $755,000. Wanting it, folks, now's the time to disclose your interest. Put your bid forward. Just looking for a mere $10,000 rise. First call, second time, Third, last opportunity. Can we go 765 on behalf of the seller? It's with me, Danny, at 765, 775, do we say? 775 on and on from our phone bidder on Danielle's phone here at 775. Taking another $10,000 rise if it's there. $775,000 once, twice. Last chance for your buyer to come in there, Mark. 775. Happy to move it along in the right direction there at 785 on behalf of the vendor now at 785. $785,000, making it 95 for your bidder there on the phone there, Danny. Feel free to jump in at any stage, Mark, with your buyer. 795 we go. $795,000. At least you're working with me there, folks, at $795,000. Happy to take that 10. Here's their opportunity now, Mark, at 795. Logical process from here would be to go 805. First call now at $795,000. Are we in or out? Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Well, if you're stalling, I'm still calling at this point in time. We're going to go once more on behalf of our seller there, Danny, at $805,000. Make it 815, and we're happy to pause and give them the opportunity to discuss it. That's all left. 5 minutes with me at $805,000. That would be at $815,000. We'll give them that opportunity. Won't be doing any further vendor bids. Would be make things a little bit easier. Unless of course there's any further bits. $815,000. Appreciate you if you are watching via the live stream. Appreciate you working with me at $815,000. I am obliged to go once more on behalf of once more around the room. If there's no further bids, we'll pause and discuss with our phone bidder. Once, twice, third, last opportunity. Jill, this was Danny's phone bidder. Appreciate you working with us, folks. $815,000 for see if we can help. We're back to go to Cambridge Road. We have an increased bid now at $675,000. Can you just confirm that increase in your bid, please? Yeah? At $675,000. You have the vendor on the phone. What are my instructions from here?
Yeah, on the market, right?
On the market and selling. Highest bidder owns the property here. Comes settlement date at $675,000 it is. In the back left-hand corner of the room, I call it 3 times. Happy to take a $5,000 rise, maybe a 2.5. I'll even take a single if it's there. Your opportunity is here. The hammer's up. Don't let it come down and crush your Cambridge Road dreams. Once I call now, twice, third, last opportunity before it goes. All doors at the back of the $75,000. Congratulations to our sellers. So we're moving on 15 Scandy Street again. Owen and Kristen from EVES on Cameron have been marketing this property here. This property is located in an absolutely brilliant, sought-after location there. You've got easy access to everything that our wonderful city has to offer from Scandy Street. The legal aspects of it being 15 Scandy Street, as we know it by the postage address, but record of title SA 54B, folio 827, identify the property as a freehold estate, offering you 608 square metres of land, more or less. Your settlement date is 15 working days from today's date or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Changes to the channels list that have been circulated. All the I's are dotted and T's across there as always. Just a quick reminder of clause 23 and 24 that the vendors are acting as executors of the estate, therefore clause 9.32, 9.35 and 9.36 are hereby deleted. They pertain to the vendor warranties standard when vendors are acting as executors of an estate. The property itself, as you see there on the screen, Plenty of scope for a variety of living options, and you can enhance the quality and the value of this property both inside and out. So if you're looking, I mean, comfortable as it is, but a great opportunity there just to enhance that value and turn it into something special to you. Upstairs you get peeps of the harbour as well, so there's a bit of an added bonus there. If you're looking for a home that gives you absolutely tons of sun, then this one is very much on your radar, or if it's not, it has to be. You've got the opportunity to add your own personality to the landscape, as I mentioned as well. Good off-street parking and garaging, and it really is, as I mentioned at the start, all about location. I'd be happy to take a $700,000 start. I know from what I've been saying about the property, you think it'd be a lot more expensive than that, but I'm happy to work with you from $700,000 upwards. That's if you're in that position of cash, of course. That's all I'm here for on a Thursday, folks, is to work with the cash interest. I leave the conditional buyers over to these guys. First call now for cash. Second, last chance, anyone else? Obviously none here today for this one, Kristen. I'm going to close the auction and hand it back to you guys. We've got some more work to do. It looks like I'm about to get some instructions on one of our earlier properties. Alright, back to go to our second property of the afternoon, folks. Number 1, Har Drive. I have an amended bid now at $1,235,000. Sir, can you just confirm that for me, please? You've increased your bid to $1,235,000. Sir, your instructions to me as the auctioneer is to sell to this gentleman for the want of a better bid. Out it goes there, folks, at $1,235,000 in favour of the gentleman here on the front row. I'll call it 3 times, but be quick. First, second, third, last chance before it goes. It goes. Sold to you, sir, $1,235,000. Right, moving on through our 1 o'clock catalogue, folks. Number 266B, Hot Springs Road is the next one. Steve Cameron from our Waihi office. Steve can't be with us this afternoon. He's a very, very busy man up there in Waihi.
He got lost.
He got lost, did he?
Oh, it's not that bad. I was up there yesterday. It's not that bad. It's up there.
Okay, 266B Hot Springs. Colin Stewart Road from our Katikati office has also been working alongside Steve on marketing this property. If anybody's looking for a lifestyle change, then you really cannot let this property pass you by. It is simply an outstanding opportunity. The legal aspects of it, when you look at record of title SA 58A, folio 964, it's a freehold estate with best class of ownership in New Zealand. 2.4500 hectares of land is what comes with it. Now the dog run and the kennel, they do not stay. The garden ornaments, the bird baths and the curtains in the sleep out, they do not stay. So the in-laws are taking those with them. 1st of December 2023, Colin. Bit of flexibility around that, but a great opportunity to be in for Christmas. Just a quick reminder of clause 23, purchasers acknowledge that you've been fully informed that a building consent and or code compliance certificate was issued for the Ideal Garage Workshop temporary accommodation on the 26th of February 1998. Purchasers further acknowledge that the temporary accommodation remains and that the structure and appliances may not comply with the Building Act 2004 or its predecessor, the Building Act 1991, and or the local authority building requirements. It's acknowledged that the property is purchased on this basis, therefore clause 9.35 and 9.36 do not apply to the subject work that I've just highlighted to you. So here's your option here, folks. 1st of December, talk about that. Excellent. So a great option here, folks, with this particular property. You've got that super relaxing outdoor living area that overlooks your personal manicured gardens as well. Something very special indeed. I mean, you're going to spend a lot of time on that deck just observing your land and everything and the landscape in the distance there, Colin. Absolute perfect playground for kids or pets. And with that sort of land holding, you know, a little over 2.4 hectares, the opportunity, the kids can run away from home. They don't even leave the property, you know. Back for lunch, back for dinner, back for bedtime. Otherwise, you just let them run freely. You've got the big family home. You've got the 2 living areas that complement those 3 oversized bedrooms as well. You've got that consented 1-bedroom sleep out with a separate bathroom, and that's got an open plan kitchen living area. So if the teens are getting a bit unruly, you can just banish them out there. Otherwise, you can do whatever you like with it. You've got can accommodate extended family, all sorts of options there. If you're looking for a bit of a hobby orchard, you get approximately 60 avocado trees that come with it as well. You've got a river on the boundary, you've got the motor camp across the river, you've got the Kaimai Forest Park on the other boundary. Pretty special indeed, isn't it? It's a great environment there, Colin. And all this, you're only about approximately 5 minutes from our beautiful mural town of Katikati. So 266B Hot Springs Road. Did I mention Hot Springs? No, I didn't. No. That's why they call it Hot Springs Road. You've got the hot springs there. Hey, you're looking for a good soak? Just how far away from the pools from the house?
Stone's throw.
Stone's throw? Yeah. That'd be your stone's throw. I wouldn't be able to stone's throw. Right, so good proximity. When do we say go by us? First call, second, last chance in or else. Come on up, come on up. Okay, no cash today. I'm going to close the auction. Colin, how much do we need to buy this property?
This one's priced really competitively. I think it's 1.595,000. Yeah,
$1,595,000. Wow.
That's why you're the auction.
I do the numbers. I failed maths at school, but I've been doing okay as an auctioneer. $1,595,000, folks, as you buy our price for this one. I would suggest you need to pick up the phone and either ring Colin or Steve or ring your friends that are looking for something like this. You need to be pretty quick because I don't think it's going to last once that price gets out there in the marketplace. The auction's closed. 1,595 as you buy our price. Good luck with that, Colin.
That's right.
You're welcome. Right, moving along. Our last one for our 1 o'clock session, but we still have a property being negotiated at the moment. So don't run away on that one. That's, of course, the hotspot one there, the one in Adams Ave over at the Mount. In the meantime, Kelly and Kyra Ormsby have been marketing this property at number 45 Har Drive. Now, something a little bit different with this auction as well, folks. The auction has been brought forward. The owners are in contract. The property is here to be sold in the next few minutes. Where that contract has been signed, it is unconditional. I will disclose the level of that pre-auction contract and then invite any bids over that level. When I disclose that figure, Robin will put it up on the screen where it says opening bid. It is not an opening bid. It is disclosing to you the figure of the contract, and we will then invite any bids over that level. So it is a charming 4-year-old venture development home built and it's nestled in that certainly a family-friendly subdivision, isn't it, Kelly? It's a great opportunity here. It offers the perfect blend of modern comfort and convenience here at number 45 Tado Drive. The legal aspects of it, 383 square metres of land, that's all you have to look after. So plenty of opportunity to do all the fun stuff that Papamā brings you or living in that location. It's a freehold estate. 809651 is the record of title that confirms all the legal aspects of it. 15 working days from today's date. Kelly, a bit of flexibility around that. Any changes to the channels? No? All they're circulated. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one, folks. So you've got the brilliant blend of space, light and natural colour palette that creates that modern and vibrant living spaces throughout the home, as you can see there on the screen. I mean, you can almost feel the brightness and the keenness of it there looking at it on the screen. The kitchen, well, that becomes the hub, and that will become the ideal gathering spot to enjoy perhaps an afternoon tipple or two with friends or chatting with the kids as you prepare dinner as well. Comfort and convenience, well, that's further enhanced by the proximity to the likes of the cafes, restaurants, retail facilities, Papamā Plaza, Fashion Island, all not too far away from home. Like I said, folks, the auction has been brought forward. The owner has signed a contract of $870,000. 880. We're underway now at $880,000. New bidder over here on the right hand side at $880,000. We're on the market. We sell to the highest bidder here in the room at $890. $890 it is now at $900 immediate return now at $900,000. Did we say $910 for you at the back of the room? Selling over here at $900,000 even. Against everybody else in the room here, we're on the market. We sell at $900,000. Do we have another 10 up the back there? Take a 5 if it's going to help.
5.
905 to go. Staying in tens?
910.
910. 910. You haven't shaken them yet. Maybe we say 915. At $910,000, the highest bidder is over here at the front of the auction room. At
915.
15 to go. 920. Straight back. Immediate return at 920. The Fives aren't working. Perhaps you might want to step it up a little bit. $920,000, but I'll take the 5 if you make it 9 1/4.
925.
25, beautiful. Right, 925. That's a good strategy, sir. At 925, 930 we go. 940.
935.
Okay, happy to work with you then at 35. At 935, do we say 40 for your bidder up the back there, Steve? At 935, we sell down here. 935.
We'll take one.
936.
940.
940. Loving your work, sir. You've been the bidding score. $940,000. Another lazy single, isn't there, Steve? The hammer's up. I sell to the highest bidder here. At the moment, it's over here on the right-hand side at $940,000. What about a $500 bid? Your opportunity is here. 940, it's a round number. Put something on top. It might be his limit. You're the only one that can test it. At $940,000, I make my way behind the podium. The hammer's up. I'm going to sell. At 940, once, twice, third, last opportunity before it goes. It goes. Hold you, sir. $940,000. Congratulations to our sellers. We'll be back to you with a result of Evans as soon as we close again. All right, back we go to finish off our 1 o'clock session, 204/16 Adams Avenue. I have an increased bid now. Danny, can you just confirm at $825,000 from your wire on the phone?
That's correct.
At $825,000, Julie, you've got the owner on the phone. What are my instructions from here?
Can you just confirm you're happy to accept that amended bid? Okay, yeah, we're good to go,
At
right?
$825,000, we're on the market. We sell away to the highest bidder now at $825,000. I'll take any denomination you wish to put on top. Maybe a 5, maybe a 2.5. I'll even take a single. Otherwise, it's gone. At $825,000, I call it once, twice, third, and final opportunity before it goes. The telephone bidder is $825,000. My congratulations. Congratulations, of course, to our sellers. That completes our 1 o'clock session, folks. In about 2 minutes' time, Jordan Silbright will offer you another 8 wonderful properties indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, very warm welcome to you here at the beginning of our 2 o'clock session here at the EVES auction room. Jordan Silbright, my name. Really no prizes for guessing what my role is today. I'm here to help you on that journey to new home ownership. Certainly if you are here in a buying capacity, I'm solely going to guide you in that right direction to get those keys, well, in your hand come the end of the day. But firstly, I'll just do some introductions. Firstly, if you have just joined us, well, listen carefully. If you've been here since 1 o'clock, well, you'll know these people very well. You'll have seen them walking around the room or evidently in front of you here. But just for anyone who has just joined us, Robin, she sits beside me, does all the technology here in the auction room and makes sure all your properties look wonderful up on our screen there. And of course, Grant, our National Auction Manager, he ran you through that 1 o'clock session there where we did have some wonderful properties and certainly some very happy new owners. The names down below there, Jill, Trevor, Mark and Craig, well, they are what we refer to as our expert team of negotiators. They're what we'll call on them if at any stage when we get some bidding to a level where I'm not quite permitted to sell the property, but are happy to entertain a conversation with you. Now, of course, you'll need to be at that level. Of course, we don't just offer that to everybody, but certainly if we do, get something from you that we should potentially work with, or we might let you have a chat to one of these wonderful people there. Other than that, well, you're the important ones here in the room, and we'll touch on the conduct because it is you that will be signing the contract, of course, if you are our lucky purchaser. Remind you, of course, you do bid on a cash, unconditional basis, though, acknowledging a few things. Firstly, you have conducted any due diligence necessary. You agree to the terms dictated in that contract that I touched on, and you also acknowledge you have received one of these, the REA's Buying and Selling Guides. You've had a good read through that. Hopefully you picked up a few tips and a little helpful understanding, if you like, in your buying journey today. Hopefully no more open homes in your future, and you can start planning away for Christmas, which isn't too far away, folks. The conduct, well, the conduct of auction, you'll find that on the front page of that contract. It's sort of down the bottom half of the page there on that front page. We've put it up on the screen, nice and easy for you all, and I'm not going to go over it in full. I won't bore you with all the details. Instead, I'll just touch on a couple of important things that I think we need to go over. Firstly, the first being vendor bidding. Now, if I place a vendor bid today, I'll do so on behalf of our seller and always at a level well below a confidential reserve price. Now, all of our properties today, it won't come as a surprise, are subject to a confidential reserve price. And like I say, if I place a vendor bid, it'll always be labelled clearly as such and purely to guide you in the right direction. So if you want to buy the property today, well, you'll need to be above that vendor bid level. Nice and simple. I'm the only one authorised to place vendor bids from here on out, and like I say, always labelled clearly as such. Phone bidding. Now, if you do intend to bid via the phone, well, welcome to you. If you're watching on the live stream, perhaps with the phone up to your ear, well, nice to see you there. And of course, anybody else who's watching along just for the enjoyment of the auctions, we certainly know what that's like. Auctioneers are like there. So, certainly, of course, though, if there is any registered phone interest, I'll endeavour to point that out to you along the journey there. But otherwise, if I don't mention it, I don't identify it in the room there or your competition, it sits amongst you, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the thing that we need to make sure, probably one of the most important things, is if you are one of our lucky purchasers, you do have a couple of jobs to do before we can then go next door and grab some champagne and celebrate. Firstly, you do need to sign the contract selling the deal, and you do need to arrange a deposit, the deposit being 10% of the purchase price, unless of course you do have a variation signed prior. Right, well that pretty well covers all of the conduct, all of the technical jargon that we have to get over, on the floor here in the auction room, but this would be a prime time to let me know if you do have any questions. Oh, brilliant, always love it when it's silent here. This is the time you be quiet, then when I call for opening dirt you can be as loud as you want, that's fine, no problem. Our first property today, 27 Pacific Cove Drive in Papamoa there, and well, Charlotte Gardner, based out of our Papamoa office. Busy as ever, but always never shy from the auction room, I can tell you that. And this property here, well, it's no surprise what a property like this have taken it through the auction campaign there. A wonderful property, in fact. Imagine a place where ultimate comfort, it just meets just the right touch of luxury, creating a really family abode that you'll never want to leave. Well, welcome to 27 Pacific Cove Drive. Now, to the contract I'll go. It's legally described a freehold estate, 622 square metres, more or less. The record of title, that's down as SA 65C, folio 662. Now, the channels list you see on the screen there, folks, that's all included in your sale today. But just note, of course, that the alarm system is as is, the pool salt system, it's not operational right now, and that sparkle is excluded from your channels there. But otherwise, to my knowledge, no further changes. We can bid in confidence on the rest of it there. Your move-in date, well, that's only 20 working days from the date of the agreement, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon, so certainly not too long to wait before you get to go and enjoy this wonderful property. And I'll just draw your attention to the further terms of sale page, where 23.0, the vendor has supplied the purchaser with a LIM report. The purchaser acknowledges that they've relied on their own due diligence to complete the purchase there. And 24.0, just a limited liabilities clause. You'll see them quite frequent here in the auction room there. But of course, you've been handed out that documentation, like I touched on before. It's now been finalised. That's what you'll be signing, and that's what's out there for you waiting for our new owner. Now to the property itself, well, this elevated property, well, it offers a seamless blend of elements that make it truly exceptional. The central living area, well, that bathes in natural light, fosters interaction and unity among family members, while three spacious bedrooms, well, they provide a little bit of personal space for everyone as well. The true magic though, well, that happens outdoors, that covered patio area, well, it's brilliant. You've got that sheltered front yard as well, sun-soaked pool. It just makes this property a real entertainer's dream. It's hard to believe that, well, the serene street, it's just moments away from Papamoa's bustling plaza. Of course, you've got Fashion Island down there as well. Quick access to the Eastern Link if you do have to travel a little further afield. The home, well, you get comfort, you get style, you get convenience. It all comes together to create that perfect haven for you. So buyers, in your hands now. Registered phone interest on this one, but I call it to the room. You let me know where you want to go and what you want to pay for it. 950. Okay, on the phone with you then, Trevor, and well, fair and reasonable start. We say a quarter on top there, and welcome in though at 950,000. At 950, I'll call it to the rest of the room there, give you a chance here, but 950, I've got it on the phone there now. First the call, then second chance. Third we go round. Okay, 975, vendor bid Trevor there at 975, welcome in at $1 million now. Call it to the rest of the room though, don't think you just have a one-on-one. And $1 million on the phone though, you'll have to be quicker than that though. So he's got it here on the phone at $1 million, and I'll welcome anybody further, but at $1 million now, I'm going to call it away. First chance now at 1-000-000. Twice the call now, third at $1 million. Okay, then vendor bid will go the quarter then on top there, Trevor, at 102.5, and back to you if you like for $1,050,000. First call.
Right, so you need to be the top bid, so you need to be 1,050, please.
Love the manners, Trevor.
1,050.
1,050, thank you. Appreciate you working with me, folks. And again, if you are waiting until the end, well, certainly not the best strategy I've ever seen in the auction room. You don't want to miss out. But at $1,050,000, I've got it in your favour there, and well, happy to travel you. Dictate the nominations if you like there. We can go in whatever you like. But at $1,050,000, I've got it here, and I'll look for further on top then. First the call at 1,050. Second call now, third chance. Okay, $1,075,000 vendor bid. Got to see you on top of that there, Trevor, with your buyer.
So,
1-1 next
do
move.
something. Do something.
First the call. Twice I make it then, folks.
80. Take that.
I'll take 1-1, Trevor.
I know.
He's been listening. Hopefully the buyer is too. 1-1. 1-1, we pause and talk.
Yes, that's 1,075. What are you getting at? Problem is that you can try again. 1,080 again.
I'm feeling generous. We'll see if we can help you. At $1,080,000 then, I'll call it to the room. First, second, third call then at $1,080,000 on the phone. Okay, I'll pause the auction. We'll see if we can help your guy out there, Trevor. Alright, we'll continue on now. Lot number 10, or lot number 2 for our session at least here. 19R, Taranga Road. Owen and Kristen, based out of our Eton Cameron office. They've been marketing this wonderful property, heading up there, showing you buyers through it. And well, a wonderful time, I'm sure. I'm sure it's only sunny days like you see in the photo when you live at a property like this. Now, if you have been searching for your perfect combination between rural living and city life convenience, well, it'd be hard to look past this excellent option here at 19R Taranga Road. To the contract, it is 9,181 square metres, more or less, of freehold land, so a nice hefty chunk underneath the feet there for you. The record of title, that's SA 16D Folio 1095. Note your settlement date, your movement date, 23rd of November 2023, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon. And the further terms of sale, I'll just read it there for you, folks. The purchaser has been provided with the LIM report dated the 3rd of October, supplied by the vendor, and has been informed the property is within the Taranga City Council projected floodplain area and potentially within the coastal erosion and instability area as defined within the LIM report. It's also further disclosed the above ground pool on the property may not be fenced in a manner that complies with the Fencing of Swimming Pools Act. The purchaser has been advised to take their own independent advice on all of those matters, and you purchase indeed based on your own individual advice, and there is an as-is, where-is basis in regard to that, no further claims. The property itself, well, it is spacious. 1940s living, that becomes your new home, and with a keen eye for enhancement and refurbishment, where you can turn this, well, promising abode into a real, almost rural masterpiece. But of course, you're not rural, you are close to everything. Generously proportioned, this home will welcome a reno or a revival to transform it back to its former glory, or enhance it even further, become your new spacious retreat, an entertainer's dream, I would imagine. Certainly the floor plan there. The land of sizable proportion, well, that allows the farmer in you to really thrive arrive at a property like this, whether it's crops or cattle, plants or pastures, you've got ample opportunity to capitalise on the lifestyle. Whilst, of course, as I touched on, you are just mere minutes from the Greaton or Pies Par villages, you choose. But folks, it is a wonderful offering to you. I put it to the floor now as I call for an opening offer. 19 Pukimapu Road. What do we say, buyers? First the call then. Certainly know we've got some interest on the property here, but whether it's cash, you need to let me know. Twice the call. Third chance then, buyers here, you need to let me know now or we close the auction and deal with all interests. Okay, doesn't like we've got cash in the room, Owen, Kristen, so close the auction, a little bit more work to do, but Susan Lee, if you are watching and you like the property, give Owen and Kristen a call, happy to help you out on that one. Good luck to you. No problem. Thanks for your patience. We'll continue on now. 66A Meadowland Street at Matua down there. Sharon and Malcolm Blakey out of our Cherrywood office, based in the heart of the Cherrywood shopping centre there. You'll find them there working hard, but if they're not there, well, they're probably at properties like this showing you buyers through. A wonderful home, seamlessly combining character and modern convenience. It's a wonderful weatherboard home and it offers exceptional living to first home owners, downsizers, investors, young families. Quite frankly, anybody who can appreciate the stylish charm that is offered here. To the contract, firstly, it's an estate in fee simple, an undivided half share, and 804 square metres more or less. Secondly, an estate in leasehold. Now, both the first and the second estates are comprised and described under that record title, SA 42C, Folio 137, that of course in that South Auckland Land Registry office. The chattels, just note there for you, the removable sleep out cabin, that's an as-is disclosure on that one for you there, folks. Purchasers consent notice, you also acknowledge you have received that if you are bidding and buying today. Your move-in date was certainly not long to wait, 17th of November 2023, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon, but I'd certainly start packing my bags tonight if I were the lucky purchaser. Your chattels list, I touched on it there, that cabin as is, but everything else as per the documentation that's been distributed to you there, folks. The home, well, combining 60s charm with modern updates. The end result, well, it is a home of comfort and style. The polished native timber flooring, well, that adds that relaxing atmosphere of your living space. North facing, you'll be comfortable year round. You've got an open fireplace to keep you cosy over the winter, and of course you do have that heat pump just to regulate the temperature inside over the sunnier months as well, or if you just don't quite fancy putting the fire on. But wait, there is more. You've got that bonus studio that I touched on, that cabin there, that adds endless possibilities for you to work from home office, guest studio, workshop, hangout, hideaway. Look, it's up to you how you choose to use that, or whether you choose to use that, folks. And if that's still not enough for you, well, you've got convenience, pretty much a short stroll to all the local cafes, schools, shops, parks. You can tie your lifestyle together quite nicely at a property like 66A Meadowland Street. So buyers, in your hands now. I do have registered phone interest on this one, but I put it to the floor. Who says go and what do we say? Call it to the floor for you.
650.
650. Welcome in there at 650,000. And, well, what do we say from there? A 20,000 rise might be a good place to go, but at 650,000, welcome, good luck. And at 650, you're in front there. First the call there at 650 000, and I welcome in any further interest at this stage. Second, third go at. Okay then, 670 vendor bid, next see 690 next move.
680.
I need to see 690, too far away at that level there. Can't be covering the stride just yet.
690.
690, appreciate you working with me, and good luck again at 690 back in front. At 690,000 there, and I'll pull it away. First the call. Second. Third chance then, buyers. Okay, 710 vendor bid, need to see you on top there at 730. First, I put it to you. Second call, but I know we do have outside interest, but it's you, the cash buyer, we're working with today.
715.
I really need to see you. At 7:30 has got to be next move.
Can't do that.
Can't do that? It's just too far from my instructions at that level. We'll make it 7:20, we'll see if we can pause and talk at least. But at 7:15, I can't help you at 7:15. Once, twice.
720.
Appreciate you working with me. Look, as I said, I'll bought the room, nothing further. I'll at least pause and give you that opportunity to talk. At 720 then, happy to still look for a 20,000 rise from here, folks, but at 720, first, second, third call. Okay, we will pause, man of my word here, we've got the buyer this side, we'll see if we can help them out there, Mark. Well, join me now, we'll head over the bridge, we'll go over now to 8 Sal Place in Papamoa. Around the Horan, out of our Mount Maunganui office, beautiful office up there. If you ever get the opportunity to pop in, say hello to the team. Miranda will happily say hello and I can go for a walk around the mountains if she's got some spare time and putting all of her busy real estate work there for you. But certainly a wonderful spot. And well, as is 8 Sal Place. If you're searching for the perfect blend of style and convenience as well as comfort, well, your dream search, it ends here. Welcome to your dream home at 8 Sal Place, a contemporary gem in that coveted Palm Springs location. Now to the contract. Firstly, it's an estate simple, containing 330 square metres more or less. And secondly, an estate and fee simple, an undivided 1/6 share in 247 square metres more or less. That record of title is 693013. Again, under that South Auckland Bank Registry. Now, the 15th of December 2023, that's when you can book the moving truck for. Make sure you let everybody know you're heading out and they can come and join you for a nice drink once you've unpacked. But the 15th of December, that is move-in day for you there. Channels list, you'll see it on the screen there. No further changes as I'm aware, so you can bid with confidence on that front as well. Now, immaculately kept, you'll instantly be embraced by the warmth and the abundance of natural light on offer through the living space. The high stud ceilings they just enhance that sense of space and the aesthetics to complement the functional layout of the home. The home, well, it is also an entertainer's dream. It's strategically positioned to make the most of that all-day sun. You've got that wrap-around deck. That's perfect for hosting the barbecues or the family gatherings, if you like, there. Whether it's cups of coffee in the morning or perhaps basking in that afternoon sunshine, well, the home, well, it ensures that you get every minute to the max there. There's ample room for the furry friends, and of course you are just an easy stroll to all the waterways, the walking tracks. Of course, you've got the beach not far away as well, and all your local amenities are not far either. Folks, it's a wonderful property there in Papamoa. And I told you now, we're just looking for wonderful new owners. So what are we saying?
900.
900. Welcome in, sir. 900. I chase at 20 on the rise, but good luck to you at 900 there now. At 900 in your favour here. I've brought it to the rest of the room if you like there, folks. But at 900, I've got it to my right, your left. If you're on this side of the room, first the call. Second chance now. Chase at 20 rise, and at 900, third call, I make it then. At 900 in your favour. 20. 920 vendor bid. See you at 40 if you like. 940, appreciate you working with me there, sir. 940,000 now. At 940. What do we say, buyers? Anything further? Back of the room, nothing here. I've got it here now, lower. 940 000. First the call at 940. Second chance then, buyers. Third we go. Okay, sir, well, it looks like it's just you and I. Rather than me get involved, could you improve your position and see if we help you?
Yeah, go 945.
945. Appreciate you working with me, and I've got it there with you. Call it if nothing further, we pause and talk, okay? At 945 there with you. First the call then, second chance, third we go now, folks. Pause the auction. Jill, I've got the Poyar on this side of the room, see if we can help you. Thank you. Okay, we'll continue on then. 11 Bethel Way. Louisa Old out of our Bethlehem office. She's based out of our Bethlehem office there, and certainly happy to help. And well, a property like this here at 11 Bethel Way would have been a privilege, in fact, to take buyers through, I am sure, because it's a home with plenty of options, especially for astute buyers. You can move right in, start enjoying, bring the extended family, or put a boarder in to supplement your income, or even just add your own personal touches to it and modernise the home. Whatever you choose to do with it, folks, you'll certainly be glad you purchased here at 11 Bethel Way. The contract we go there now, is a freehold estate. It's 658 square metres more or less of freehold land. Now the settlement date, that's 90 days from the date of sale, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon between all the parties there. Just note the chattels, some late additions to the chattels there, the garden shed, the kitchen waste disposal and the fixed floor coverings added sort of later in the piece there, but certainly included for you folks. The property with the kitchen, it's not only spacious, but also practical, which is really nice. You've got that layout, the open plan kitchen, living and dining area, perfect to entertain, and it allows you to spill out to that decking area, which you'll be able to capture all the sunshine rays. You see it there in the photo, spill from that open plan layout out onto that decking. If you do want to get outside as well, you've got that great lawn for the kids to play. You get the sausage sizzling on the barbecue there. That downstairs option that I talked about, that'll make a perfect spot for the extended family, perhaps a guest wing in the home there. You've got to work from home or a teenage hideaway. Look, however you choose to use it, folks, certainly can't argue with its value there. You've got double garaging, provide room for the daily drivers. You've also got that off-street parking as well for you. You could double that as a workshop if you wanted to park outside, use that garaging. There's so many options with a property like this, folks. But there can only be one new owner, so I call it down to the room. If you're watching online, and you're hoping this one doesn't sell, well, look, hold tight. Perhaps for you, sir, this one here could be a good option as your next move. There we go, there. Okay, well, I've got it to the room, folks. First the call, second we go, third chance now, buyers. Okay, no cash in the room here, Louise. A little bit more work to do, but certainly some conditional parties who will be very happy to hear this is still available for them. Good luck to you there. Okay, moving forward then, folks, 43C, RET Place. Owen and Kristen back again. Kristen's actually still out there working hard, isn't she? But Owen's back in the room for you there, folks. Having undergone a complete transformation, this home, well, it's that extraordinary opportunity for you to own a beautifully renovated and upgraded home in a prime location. Well, it does await you here at 43C, RET Place. The contract, it's a freehold estate, 395 square metres, more or less. Your unique identifier, that's SA66A, folio 223. You've only got 15 working days up your sleeve to have to worry about all your moving plans, because you do move in 15 working days, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon there. And well, the chattels list, it's not super long, but there are some extra chattels included for you there, folks. Now, one of the standout features of this home, it's that brand new double glazed aluminium joinery, which not only adds a nice elegant touch to the home, but it also ensures a little bit of energy efficiency and year-round comfort. But what makes the property truly special, in my opinion at least, its versatility. Suits a range of buyers, from young families looking for a cosy haven to downsizers seeking to find a nice low-maintenance lifestyle. The convenience factor, that can't be overstated as well. The quick, easy access to the shopping centres, the schools, all the amenities that you could desire there. The location, well, it truly offers the best of both worlds. You've got a nice tranquil retreat, and also those urban conveniences. They are just moments away for you. Buyers in your hands, I call now for an opening bid. Put it to the floor then. First the call. Second chance here at 43C RET Place. Third chance buyers. Cash, that's who we're looking for here in the auction room. No, okay, we'll close the auction there. A little bit more work to do, certainly some interest on it, so I wish you the best on that one, Owen.
Thank you.
Thanks for your patience. We go now to 8 Utopia Park Heights. Taylor Harks, the man with the golden smile, I'm told over here. He's been marketing this property here, a wonderful offering for you in Welcome Bay. When you look up the definition of utopia, well, it's described as a place or state of things in which everything is perfect. So it's completely understandable, folks, if you want to refer to your new home as Utopia on Utopia Park Heights. Because, well, life here, I think we could all agree it would be pretty perfect. Legally described, though, it is a freehold estate, 626 square metres, more or less the unique identifier, 445894. 20 working days, that's all you'll have to wait before you get to move in and start enjoying that Utopia for you, or otherwise as mutually agreed upon. The chattels list, it's on the screen there, no late changes to that, but I do note that the spa pool and the refrigerator are excluded from the sale there. Now, generous with its sizable layout, from the open plan living through to the 4 bedrooms, all the way to that large double garage, and you certainly will appreciate the space that is offered here. But without a doubt, it is that outlook that will capture your heart, offering breathtaking views to those who are lucky enough, in fact, to enter the home. You can look down over the city lights, across the harbour, towards mighty Mountain on the Nui, and even across to the Kaimai Ranges. Like I say, Sparkle doesn't stay, but there's nothing to stop you bringing your own when you move in 20 working days. Ample space for the boat or the motorhome, the Utopia, well, it could be the perfect solution to your extended family housing search, or just the perfect new family home. Buyers, in your hands now. Call for a start if you like. You tell me where you want to go at 8 Utopia Park Heights. Call it to the room, look for a cash offer here. If nothing further, we close the auction and we deal with conditional interest from this point on. But I'll call it 3 times. First thing now, second call for the money, third, cash in the room is what we look for. Okay, Taylor, it doesn't look like we've got the cash here, but certainly I'm imagining a property like this, you'll be quite busy now with, we'll continue the marketing for them there, and I'm sure it won't be long before we see a big sold sticker out the front. Wish you and your sellers the very best on that one. We will be back shortly, still waiting on the result for Saliera, Meadowland, and of course Pacific Cove. Thanks, folks. As promised, folks, I said we'd be back shortly, and here we are at 8 Saliera Place. We paused, had a conversation with our lead bidder. Just confirm for me you've increased your offer to 955, if you would, just on a nod. Got it there, and my instructions from our seller on the market for the want of another bid. Am I correct?
Confirming your bid, confirming your selling, guys.
There we go. Give them a moment to put it over the phone lines, but it's in your favour now. I call it 3 times as I'm obliged, and if nothing further, I sell it to you at 955. First, second, third call now, guys. 955. It goes. It's on the market. It is sold. Congratulations. Okay, thanks for your patience. We head back now to 27 Pacific Cove Drive. I've just spoken with the buyer who's confirmed that they have increased their offer to 1105, $1,105,000. And my instructions, we're on the market and we sell for the want of another bid. Correct for me? There we go, folks, at $1,105,000. I call it now. First, second, third call now on the market and selling. It goes. Sold. Congratulations to our person. I will be back very shortly, folks. We're still waiting on a result on 66A Meadowland Street. Thanks for your patience, folks. We head back now to 66A Meadowland Street. Sharon and Blake are marking this property here, and we did pause and have a conversation with our lead bidder there. Confirm for me you've increased your offer to $730,000. At 730, but my instructions at this level, we still look for something further on top, so I'll call it to the room then, folks. Give you that opportunity though. First the call, second chance for cash interest, third call now at 730. Okay, we'll close the auction, invite you to put that offer on paper for us there, and certainly if you are watching online, welcome if you like the property there, get hold of Sharon or Malcolm, they'll happily see if they can assist you on that one. Good luck to your vendors on that one there. Auction closed, and that does conclude our auctions for today here at the EVES auction room. Really do appreciate you joining us. We'll see you next week, next Thursday, for another wonderful lineup. Have a great afternoon. Thank you. No worries.